Well, new tonight, it can be very frustrating when you need to be somewhere on time and you keep hitting red lights. So are traffic signals designed to keep vehicles moving or to slow them down?
Good question. News 4's Luke Moretti takes a look at the timing of some heavily traveled roads. Luke?
Yeah, you know, we've all been there. Red light after red light, stop and go, stop and go. Seems like it takes forever to go a few miles. So we decided to check it out. You're on the move. You're in a flow, cruising along. But suddenly you're seeing red, as in traffic light red. Now you sit and wait. Do you mind waiting?
I mean, it kind of depends on the situation, where I'm going, what I got going on.
A recent study by Texas A&M Transportation Institute found that the average commuter spent an extra 42 hours a year on the road because of traffic congestion.
I try not to think about it, and thank God I don't have road rage.
We're waiting. And while the Buffalo area can't compare to long commute times and traffic gridlock in places like Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles, there are some Western New York roads, depending on time of day, that can, well, put the brakes on a stress-free commute.
I go a little, I stop. I go a little, I stop, and it's nerve-wracking.
News 4 recently checked some of the main roads in the area. For example, it took nearly 16 minutes to travel Sheridan Drive between Elmwood and Millersport on a weekday during late morning. It took about 13 minutes coming back the other way. Then we tried it during early afternoon. The 4-mile stretch from Elmwood to Millersport took about 11 minutes one way and 14 minutes the other way.
It was actually what I would expect.
Susan Surde is a spokesperson with the New York State Department of Transportation.
You traveled at different times of the day, you got a little bit different results, and that's also expected.
News 4 also looked at busy transit road. We traveled about 2 miles between Sheridan and Clarence Center Road in about 6.5 minutes one way and about 5 minutes the other way during early afternoon. And there wasn't much of a difference during late morning. It took about 5 minutes one way and nearly 6 minutes the other way.
It seems like they're not in sync.
Sean Thurman says Transit Road is one that sticks out.
Even though traffic is going, if they were in sync, they should be able to travel a little more before I have to stop.
Moving traffic efficiently and safely is the ultimate goal, according to Surde.
It's something that we're constantly fine-tuning.
She says there's a lot to programming traffic signals, and coordinating them can be impacted by a lot of different factors. Are you traveling the speed limit? Is there side road traffic? And there's something else.
Wait.
Pedestrians waiting to cross can also interrupt the flow of traffic on a main road.
Signal timing is definitely not an exact science.
One.
It's something that we're constantly changing and monitoring.
One of John Whalen's pet peeves is waiting to turn left, especially late at night when there's little traffic.
You typically get stuck at that left light, and you got to wait, a cycle or two, because you might get skipped over, and it's kind of frustrating at times.
While it might not always seem like it, Surde says a mainline arterial is going to get more green time because of traffic volume. Does it vary, or how long normally is that?
It varies. An average traffic cycle would be 2 minutes, but that would take into account all phases. So it would take into account your arterial and your side street and any pedestrian phases.
So the next time you're stuck in traffic waiting for red to go green,
Windows down, summertime, it's not so bad.
keep in mind there's a method to the madness.
You have to strike a balance. You have to try and find that balance.
Well, the state DOT is currently working on a plan to better coordinate Sheridan Drive. That should be implemented in about a month or two. Traffic signals on Main Street in Williamsville were recently timed and coordinated, and that has led to a 17% increase in traffic, according to the state DOT. Luke Moretti, News 4.